Hello everyone, Tech1421, so you want to hear. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Tower Defense. Today we're going to be going through Pallet Town, going back to old Pallet Town today, and I got myself a shiny Amistar, but I'm not going to be using that today. I don't know really what to expect from this level. I've not played it yet, so I think what we'll do is we'll go with a lot of our shiny Pokemon just for the sake of it, and we're going to go with those shiny Pokemon, and let's go with him, Tentacruel, Dragonite, and last but not least, two shiny that I can use. Sure, Starmie. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this one up. We're at Cinnabar Island shortly after our victory against Blaine. And he says, "Oh, I want a legendary bird," says Joey. And believe it or not, Entei and Moltres came to me, so maybe I knew I was the chosen one, says Joey. That's funny. Okay, well, good talk, Blaine. It's time for us to go back. And looks like he gave us the Volcano Badge, which is awesome. So thank you, Blaine. He says, sure. And he says you should go back to Pallet Town and something. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go back to Pallet Town, at Pallet Town, where our journey began. You see Maratu here, and Joey, and everyone else, myself. And it looks like we have to defend the area. 60 waves, that's crazy. I don't know where they're coming from. So, let's go ahead and put a water Pokemon here, because we're allowed to. And find out where they're coming from, because I don't know. Maybe they're coming from here? We'll find out. Whoever gets hit first. Alright, looks like Starmie's down here, so let's go ahead and put Dragonite here, and let's put some Pokemon here, and let's put our Gengar right there, and there, good, okay. Alright, they got through. So it looks like this is just one of those levels where it doesn't really matter if they get through or not. It's just kind of that one of those, I don't know what level they're on, but it doesn't matter too much. Dragonite, let's put you here. It's probably a better place. Alright, let's look at the moveset now. I think Fire Blast is probably better. Gengar can use a Shadow Ball. Let's put you right there, Gengar. And that looks good to me. What are you using? Shadow Ball as well. Let's use Whirlwind. And let's put somewhere in the beginning-ish area. Right there. Whirlwind. And Hydro Pump. Psychic. Cool. Alright, so that looks good to me. I think that should go over quite well. What is our... I don't know. Psychic, maybe. And Tentacruel is using Hydro Pump. Let's use Giga Drain for the sake of using it. And then let's go ahead and do ×2 because it doesn't look too difficult, even though this Rattata keeps on getting by. Raticade keeps getting by, but that's perfectly fine. Doesn't look like there's any objective per se in this level. Just kind of another level to do things to level your Pokemon up. 60 waves makes it a nice time to level up your Pokemon. So yeah, I don't think there's anything that I really need to catch. Just gonna keep on killing things and growing levels. You can see 4 of our Pokemon are already level 100 on this level, so maybe in hindsight I should have brought more Pokemon with me that aren't already level 100 so I can level them up faster, but you know what, this is fine. I'm actually gonna go to 75% so we can kind of see more of the field of play. And looks like that, with that hit right there, our Starmie is now level 100. So Dragonite is the only person on our team right now that is not level 100. So that being said, I definitely should have brought other Pokemon with me. But you know what? It's perfectly fine. Because all these Pokemon are cool Pokemon. Let's go ahead and bring some other people up to the front here. How about our Gengar? Let's get some Gengar some action. Yeah. And now Dragonite is level 99. So close to level 100. So close indeed. Shouldn't be very long now. One thing I wanted to talk about while doing this episode is, since I don't really have anything to talk about, we're just going through 60 waves, is basically my thoughts on the new X and Y game. Now, in the next episode, I'm probably going to talk about my favorite Mega Pokemon, but I wanted to just give some, just a little bit of my thoughts on the new X and Y game and Pokemon and stuff like that. I'll talk about the Mega just a little bit, and the fact that I think it actually was a really great idea. It was probably not one particular person. They'd probably been the plans of this for a while, and they finally kind of figured the things out of how they wanted to go about Mega Pokemon. But I think it is definitely a really cool thing. I'm glad that there's only one per battle, and that you have to use an item to Mega Evolve them, because if you didn't have to use an item, then I think some of these Pokemon would be crazy ridiculous with like Choice Scarfs or Choice Band, Choice Spec, items like that. They'd just be crazy, and they'd be able to kill you so fast, and you would not be able to touch them. But the fact that you have to actually Mega Evolve them with an item, I think that's definitely a lot better, and I think it's a really nice kind of system that they put into place. So again, I'm going to talk about my favorite Mega Pokemon probably in the next episode, or maybe in a different series, maybe one of my Pixelmon episodes. I'll go over that. But for the time being, I just want to talk about my thoughts on the X and Y, the new Pokemon that we've never seen before. And I don't exactly know all of their names, but I know a lot of the Pokemon that are in the game. I don't have X and Y. I plan to play it eventually, but I don't have the game. I don't have a Nintendo DS or 3DS or whatever you need to play it, so I don't have those. But you know what? It's perfectly fine. I can still play online battling through Pokemon Showdown, which I play a lot of. If any of you have ever seen that series at all, I do a lot of Wi-Fi battles, and I also do a lot of just Showdown live videos and post-live commentaries of that, so as well as moveset videos, so if you want to check that out. But my favorite Pokemon from the new set, as far as X and Y goes, I'm not quite sure. I really like Trevenant. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. The fact that it's both grass and ghost type, I don't think that there's any Pokemon like that. There may be, but I don't know of any particularly off the top of my head, so I think it's really nice, and it also reminds me of Sudowoodo a little bit, so I think it's a really cool Pokemon. Other Pokemon, there's a lot of Pokemon that have really neat abilities and really cool moves, and also the new Fairy type has kind of changed things around a little bit. I really like the new Fairy type. I think it's a great addition to the game. It blocks off Dragon types very nicely, and it also gives Steel types a little bit more of an advantage over some types now that it is super effective against Fairies. So I think people are going to be using a lot of Steel types more, which I really like because I like Scizor a lot, and other Steel type Pokemon like Metagross and stuff like that. Another Pokemon that I really like is Talonflame, I think it's called. It has a really nice ability where you can use flying type moves as priority, so that's really interesting. It provides a lot of different things. It's both fire and flying type, so very cool Pokemon. And then the last one that I was going to talk about is Angoslash, I think it's pronounced. It's a Steel type, and it has a new move called King Shield, and it is so good. It's so deadly. Whenever I play against it, I think it's just like the craziest Pokemon. I'm so frustrating to play against, but it is weak to fire, and I think a few other things, but I'm not really quite sure. Also, some of the other things that changed around was the Bug type is now super effective against a few things. I forget exactly what, but the few types changed around as far as weakness and strengths go. Weakness and what's it called? I don't know. Weakness and strength, we'll just call it that. But it looks like we are finally done. This is wave 60 out of 60. So this is a great place to train up your Pokemon if you need to. And it looks like we're going to be heading off to Viridian City in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, it looks like Gary's here. Oh gosh, it's going to be very interesting. That was Pallet Town. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, and I'll see everyone next time with Viridian City. See you then. Peace.